Okay, let's take a deep breath, and together we're going to shine a light on something that can feel really confusing. You know that feeling when you walk away from a conversation and you're just completely lost? Like, what just happened? Or maybe you start second-guessing yourself, questioning a memory that you were so sure about, a memory you know happened. And then it gets even deeper, right? To the point where you actually start to question your own sanity, your own grip on reality.
Yeah, if any of that sounds familiar, there's a name for it. You might be experiencing what's called gaslighting.
Okay, so what exactly is gaslighting? Because trust me, it's way more than just someone telling a lie. At its core, gaslighting is a really calculated type of psychological manipulation, and it has one main goal: to make you completely doubt your own sense of reality.
So you might hear something like this. That's not how it happened. Your memory is just terrible. They're directly attacking your memory, trying to make you feel like you can't even trust yourself.
Or maybe this one sounds familiar. You're being so dramatic, you always overreact. This is all about trivializing your feelings, basically telling you that your emotions are wrong. And then there's the flat-out denial. I never said that. You must have dreamed it. I mean, how disorienting is that? It's designed to make you feel like you're losing your mind.
So what's the effect of all this? Well, it's not about just one comment. Think of it like water dripping on a rock. It's a slow, steady erosion of your trust in yourself.
Okay, so how can you actually spot this happening? Let's get into the red flags, the actual signs to look out for.
A huge one is that you're constantly second-guessing yourself. That little voice in your head just keeps telling you that your own perspective, your own gut feeling, is probably just wrong.
And that leads to this, struggling to make even simple decisions. I mean, if you can't trust your own judgment, how are you supposed to choose anything? It feels paralyzing.
You might also find that you're always apologizing, even for things you know you didn't do. It just becomes a habit, right? A way to try and keep the peace by taking the blame. And this is a big one. You start to feel really isolated from friends and family. And you have to understand that's often a deliberate strategy. They want to cut you off from your support system, from anyone who might say, hey, no, you're not crazy. All right, we've identified it. Now, the important part. How do you fight back? Let's talk about how you can start to reclaim your own reality.
First things first, you have to understand the why behind it. And let me be clear, this is not about you. It's about their deep-seated need for power and control.
Step 1, you have to name it. Seriously, just saying to yourself, okay, this is gaslighting, that act of labeling it takes away so much of its invisible power. Step 2 is to document your reality. Keep a private journal, save screenshots of texts, whatever works for you. This becomes your anchor, your objective proof of what really happened.
Okay, step 3, and this is crucial. Stop arguing. You just can't win a debate when the other person is making up the rules. Instead, just state your truth using I statements. Something simple like, my experience was different, or I remember it this way.
Step 4 is to reach out. Break that isolation we talked about. Talk to a friend you trust or a therapist. Getting that outside perspective is like finding your compass when you've been lost in the woods.
And finally, step 5, set firm boundaries. This is all about protecting yourself. For you, that might mean limiting contact. For someone else, it might even mean creating significant distance or ending the relationship. Your mental health has to come first.
And I want you to really let this sink in. Your sanity is not up for debate. Period. It's not a negotiation.
Trusting your own mind, that's not a privilege, it's your right. So as we wrap this up, just take a moment to ask yourself, has this been your reality?